Broncos. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the Mile High Air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
General West. Hey, Sam on. Ready.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, here we go. Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 6. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Dude. He's coming. We got double up. Check. Crunch. Hey, look, 3 down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
No. You draw quarters.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Mike 52. I'm coming for you.
Back to throw. McCain. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you. Go. Watch twist. Hit it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joe Schobert, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
Landry now on the return. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
56. Check 56. We ain't giving up nothing to check. Check. Lucky. Check 50. Look. Squeeze. 5.
Operating from the gun, McCain. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6.
From the gun, McCain. And he comes back with one complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the 1st drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Come on,
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the 1st drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get ready.
We're scoreless after one.
Ready? 10 logo. Switch. Snap.
Clock now on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Pick it up.
Block again here on second and 10. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Check it out. Fair.
Throwing his lock on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A run for Nick Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second and 5. That's out to Chubb, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our line. Switch. Check 31. Get it.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here.
On first down, McCain. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Man up, D. Check 13. Check 3. Rock it. 5.
Chubb. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
10-2 soft. Smooth. 56 is the mic. Check.
To throw on second down, McCain, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Look at me. Score, score. Check 49, check 49. Ready.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Alert 3, alert 3. Leo.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. McCain to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Locke working out of the gun. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Hit it.
Locke going to throw. he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. No chance. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check. Watch the eye. 5.
On 1st and 10, McCain. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Go. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, Zoo. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Looking to throw. McCain. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready? 56. Check 56. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 5. 56. Mike's 56. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Ready?
From the gun, McCain. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Mecole Hardman, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary. playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Hard, hard. Now.
On first down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
60 out long. Hey, lock it. Come. Hit it.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Check the backer. Check safety. Get it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Safety's creeping. Now. Staying open. Check 37. Check 37. Kill. And turn it up.
Operating from the gun. McCain taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Block will try again on second down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Accelerating, and off he goes. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch. Check 26, check 26. Hey. We got motion. Back up.
Now Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Undercut. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They run. Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They've got a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
30 base. Check 53's mine. Push him back.
Lock to throw on second down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, it's Hodges again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike, 53. 53.
Throwing now, Hodges on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're going on fourth down. It's Hodges. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
On the set. Max 56. X3. 218. Chopper. Safe.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Yes. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Man out. He's coming. Double up. Shoot.
From the gun, McCain. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake, here's Hodges. That's taken in by Callaway. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He sets to fire. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Throwing on first down. McCain. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, Mike 52.
Back to throw. McCain taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and 19.
Hey, Charlie. Watch Mike. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Wide. Get wide. Look, squeeze. Switch.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
No, check that. Hey, Echo.
In your face.
Fair. Under 10. Rock it. Big Ed. He's checking. Crash. Kill. Go.
Operating from the gun. McCain, he's going to fire one deep. Middle. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on third.
Here we go.
Go. Look at me. Go. 25. Check 25. Leo. No. Hit it.
From the gun, McCain taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw on first down with Hodges. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been a man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Hodges looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. first and 10, it's Hodges. Powering forward. This is the tight end Fant.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Open man, here's Hamilton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 3rd and 2, now Hodges. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll try and throw for it with Hodges. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And again, it's Chubb. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, lock it. You got tight. You got tight. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill. Hey, Sam off. Kill. Hatchet. Kill. Fire.
Operating from the gun. McCain. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert.